Okay, so the Sephora VIB sale 2023 is starting soon, and I thought I will show you my recommendations and the products that I've tested lately, and they work really great for me. And I have a couple in some categories, one in another, and so on. So as you can see, I have nothing on my face but a primer, which is from the drugstore. And I want to go through some of the products and show them how they work in reality, so you can decide whether they're worth it or not. So let's get started. I'm going to put down below in the description box all of the products I'll be talking about, and also the information on when the Sephora sale starts. So I know that for VIB Rouge, which you save 20%, which is the most you can save, it starts on April 14 and it ends on the 24th. All of them end on the 24th. It's just the start date is different for each tier. VIB 15% starts on the 18th, and Insider 10% starts on the 18th as well, I believe. Anyways, I'll have everything linked down below. And also you can use code SAVENOW. That's the code you should use. So everything will be linked down below. Let's get started. So first thing I have on my face is the Halo Glow by e.l.f. I love that. That's not part of Sephora, so that's why I've already applied that. I also have my Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Shape Fill and Duo. This is in the shade brown. I'm obsessed with this. I've been using this a lot, and this retails for $35. It's just a great product and it will last you a while. So my brows are done with this. Okay, so let's move on with foundation. So my most impressive foundation at the moment that I recommend is the Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Liquid Foundation, and it retails for $55. It's such a beautiful foundation. I got mine in the shade 3W, and you have to keep in mind that a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. This reminds me of the consistency and how it wears of the Garlon L'Essentiel foundation that I've been loving so much. So I'm gonna go in with a brush and apply it. And I recommend this foundation again because a little bit goes a long way. It's a type of foundation that provides light to medium coverage. It has some dewiness to it, as you can see, but it's not like oily, gross dewy. You can set it with powder and it lasts all day long. It is very skin-like, but with coverage. So that's what I like about it. Like, you still get that skin-like finish, but at the same time, you get some coverage. So definitely this has been on the top list for me. So it's something that I would recommend from Sephora. Again, keep in mind, you don't have to go buy any of this stuff from Sephora. However, if you like anything that you see in the video, I thought it would be helpful for you to make an easier choice. Also, on some of these products, if not like a lot of them, I do have individual videos on them. So I will make sure to link all of the review videos and first impression on these products down below, so you can get a better idea before you spend such big money at Sephora. Okay, so again, yeah, this foundation is just perfect for everyday night. You can rely on it. It has perfect amount of glow and coverage, and longevity is just beautiful. Another foundation I recommend, this is called the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation, and it retails for $25 only. So this is like even more than half a price than the Makeup by Mario one. But this one is so beautiful. For me, when I first apply it, it feels a little bit heavy. But after I blend it in, it's beautiful. It is like the best skin ever, just like what the name says. So I am definitely recommending this because I have been using this a lot. I can't put this down. So this and the Makeup by Mario, I have been obsessed with lately, and it's just such a wonderful foundation. The shade I have is 04N. It does come across lighter, but once it's blended into the skin, for some reason, it just looks like your skin, but better. So this is another recommendation in regards to foundation. So for foundations, I have those two. I don't want to overwhelm you. A lot of foundations are really beautiful and I love, but these are the ones that I've been gravitating towards lately. Now, when it comes to concealers, I have the Rare Beauty Positive Under Eye Brightener, and mine is in the shade Light. This is a stunning eye brightener. So this is not a concealer, it just brightens your under eye area very nicely. We can put a little bit to show you, and this retails for $31. So I'm not going to put much because I do want to use a concealer. So just a little bit I put, and you can automatically see how nice and brightening the under eye area is. And I'm using a sponge which also absorbs the product. So you can see how nice it looks. You can use your fingers on this, but I like to use my sponge. So this is a nice eye brightener that I recommend. Very easy to use, very travel friendly, and also has a nice metal ball which provides a nice cooling effect. I don't think that that little metal ball will depuff your eyes, but it just helps with feeling very cool underneath your eye, and it gives you that nice brightening effect. So I really recommend this one. Now, a concealer that I have been loving is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this. This is such an underrated product. It is $34. I got mine in the shade Vanilla Wafer, and I have been gravitating towards this one because it feels very hydrating, and at the same time it provides that little bit of coverage that you need without making your under eyes look more older than they are. It does not settle into the fine lines, even though it has a very nice creamy consistency. I just have been loving this concealer so much. So this is definitely a product that I had to put away because I've been using it so much. It is very pretty, very pretty. And you can see how nice and brightening it is and very hydrating, but it does provide a small amount of coverage. Now, if you do have any blueness underneath your eye, I would suggest to use a color corrector before you go with a concealer. But yeah, this is how this one looks underneath the eyes. Very, very pretty. I love it. Two more concealers that I definitely recommend. The one is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This retails for $42. I have two shades. I have the light one, Chantilly, which is this more lighter one. And I have the Nougatine, which is a tiny bit darker. I have the lighter one. It's good for concealing, spot concealing. You can even use this as a foundation. So you put a couple dots all over the face and you mash it in with like a brush or with a sponge. It's also very good for your under eyes, even though it is a potted concealer. You can see that it's a thick consistency. It's very soft to the touch. It melts into the skin, very creamy. I love it. It's very brightening. It doesn't crease, and it provides enough coverage. I got one in the darker shade for those times that I want to add it to my face and just spot conceal and not use it as a brightener. So I love this so much that I got it in two shades. So that says a lot. Definitely recommend this one. You don't even need a foundation. You can just grab one of this. I know it's $42, so it's quite expensive, but it lasts you a long time. And I've been using this as a eyeshadow primer as well. Now, another one that I just discovered and I've used is the Glossier Stretch Concealer for Dewy Buildable Coverage. Mine is in the shade G11. It is beautiful. This is only $26. It is so emollient and it is so nice and hydrating. If you want to go with a complexion product by Glossier, I suggest this one. This provides less coverage than the NARS one. It is more hydrating. It's kind of in between the Becca Under Eye Brightener and the NARS Spotted Concealer that I talked about. So definitely this is a beautiful concealer. It could become one of my favorites. I've tried it a couple times and I have been loving how my complexion looked with this one. So this one, to give you an idea compared to the NARS, is 4.8 grams. And the NARS is 6.2 grams. So NARS has more. Okay, but again, the price is $26. So if you want to try something like that, $26 is not bad. So let's move on to a contour stick. So you guys know how much I've been loving my Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. This is a $64 product. It is very luxurious looking and it is just a beautiful product that you won't be disappointed to have in your collection. The only disappointment is the actual price, but the formula, it is very nice and soft. I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 109 brush and just melt this into the skin. It's very hard to describe. I don't think there's been a day that I've been disappointed in how this product looks on the face. It just melts with your skin and it provides a very nice sun-kissed look, but not really sun-kissed because it's more of a contour shade. So it doesn't have that warmth to it, but it has that perfect shade to contour your face. So I've been loving this so much. Now, again, the only downside is the price, but it's the Westman Atelier, right? So it's very luxurious. So I really love this product, recommend it. This is in the shade Biscuit and you get 6 grams in here. So I've been using it a lot and I still have a lot of product. If you want to go with something different, but similar to the Westman Atelier, I suggest the Fenty Beauty. This is the Match Sticks Matte Contour Skinstick. This is for $42 and mine is in the shade Amber Suede. So Amber Suede by Fenty, and then here we have the Westman Atelier. So you see Fenty is a little bit more on the brown side, grayish side. The Westman is more on the reddish side, but this looks so beautiful blended. Look at that. So this is the difference. This is more warm tone, more on the warm side. This is more on the cool side. Very beautiful. And this retails for $42. So a little bit cheaper, but still quite expensive. But everything's expensive now at Sephora. But yeah, this is a great option that I recommend. I have 2 more products that I recommend, which are bronzers. One is the Makeup by Mario SoftSculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. You guys know how much I love it. This retails for $38. Should we put some on the face? We might as well. Let's go with the brush and just enhance the skin a little bit more. So this you can use multiple ways. You can use it as a contour, as a bronzer, just like as an all over the face product to give some color and definition and shininess to your skin and health. You can also use it all over the eyelids as an eyeshadow. It's beautiful. Like it's a one and done product. Now it's very creamy emollient. It does last. It doesn't become patchy throughout the day. It lasts you all day long. But I always like to set my cream products with some powders for those days that I want my makeup to last till the end. But on those days that I like a nice healthy glow, this is all you need. Look how beautiful it looks. So you saw it in action. $38, not bad. This is a product I will most definitely repurchase. I love it so much. Now here is a more expensive product and I have been loving this. This is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. Mine is in the shade Laguna 02 Original. This is a very beautiful product. Here it is. So here is the NARS Laguna Cream product. You get in here about 19 grams of product. This retails for $50. It's more expensive, but you do get quite a bit of product. You can see that I've got like I've done a dip inside the product there. It is a nice bronzing cream bronzer all over the face. You won't be disappointed. This won't be patchy on your face. So easy to use for everyone. So blendable, it melts into the skin, and the shade is perfect. So definitely another cream bronzer I recommend. So let's move on to a powder bronzer, and the one that stole my heart for this time is the Makeup by Mario SoftSculpt bronzer, and this is in the shade light medium, and let me show you why. So I'm going to use a BK Beauty 111 brush, and this product retails for $39, and again it is the powder version of the skin enhancer. It is also the powder version of the NARS bronzer that I just showed you. Is just, it has everything that those cream bronzers have, but in a powder version. And look how beautiful this shade matches. It gives your skin that nice glow, and it does, I'm applying it on top of the creams, and you can see how beautiful. It doesn't make the skin patchy. It just becomes one with the skin. Look at that. Beautiful. So this is a bronzer I have been loving. You can see how much I've used it, and this is pretty new in my collection, but definitely recommend it. And it's $39, so that's the price. Okay, let's move on to blushes. So blushes, I recommend all by Patrick Ta. I have chosen, this is the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. Retails for $47, but you get two blushes, cream and powder. This is in the shade Oh She's Different, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful blush. It has a rosy undertone with a little bit of a burnt brick type of shade. Stunning. This is one of my favorites. This and the one that's like brownish. I love this so much. Look at that. So I won't be using this in today's video because I've been using it in another video, which I don't know the order that they're gonna come in, but I'm telling you, this, you can't go wrong with Patrick Ta. And $47, and you get two blushes in one. I think it's perfect. So I always will recommend this blushes. Okay, I have two by Dior, and these are the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. I have the coral one and the pink one, and I was debating if I should recommend this product. Product is beautiful. It's amazing on the skin. Both of these shades looks so pretty. Now, the only thing is the price, $55 for this little guy. So this is 4.6 grams of product. They are so beautiful. I love the packaging too, but I don't know, you get a nice mirror here, but $55 for this, that's the only reason. So again, you don't have to buy this. This is extremely expensive for such a small product, but this, they only have two shades, and I had to get both because I love Dior products, and I love how this performs on the cheeks. Now, I don't know if they have this at Sephora anymore, but here's another one by Dior that I love. Formula is amazing, but again, pricing very expensive. So I don't know what I'm gonna use today. We'll see. Maybe I won't use this today because you guys seen me using it in videos, but perfect formula pricing is what for such a small product, and only one powdered blush is quite expensive. I have a review on this. This is the new Rare Beauty blush. They are the soft pinch liquid blushes in the shade Virtue. This is 7.5 milliliter. This retails for $30, and this will last you a lifetime because a little dot goes a long way. It's very beautiful to use on your cheeks. I've also used this on the lips and on the eyes with a little bit of dot on your finger. It looks so beautiful. So definitely recommend the Rare Beauty blushes. I think all shades depending on what you prefer, but all blushes perform beautifully. Whether you get the matte version or the more glowy version, they're all nice. So you can't go wrong with Rare Beauty. Now this is what I'm going to use today. These are the Glossier Cloud Paint Gel Cream Blushes. They retail for $26 each. Now in here you get 10 milliliters of product. And again, a little bit goes a long way with this blushes. I think you can see my favorite has been this one. I don't know why. It looks so nice on the cheek. I will show you. I'll be using this one today. But I have a lot of them, as you can see. So I won't be swatching and boring you with this. But I do have Dusk, which I'm going to use today. Puff, which is this nice bubblegum pink. I have Storm, this intense red brick. I have Beam, another nice peachy blush, and I have Dawn, which is this nice orangey shade. Now I'm going to use today the shade Dusk. So why I recommend this product? First of all, the packaging is really cute. There's something about this nice packaging. I'm going to squirt some on my finger, and I'm just going to apply it to this cheek, and then the rest. We're going to go with more on the side, but I want to show you how nice these are. And the good thing about this is I've used them on my eyes. They don't irritate your eyes. They are very nice and diffused when you use a sponge. They're more intense when you use a brush. But I'm telling you, these blushes, they don't budge. Like, they last you all day long, and there's no patchiness throughout the day. I touch my face all the time. It's a cream blush. I don't even set these blushes. Multiple times I have not set them, and by the end of the night, they look as intense as they look now. So keep that in mind. So that is why I recommend them, and they just arrived at Sephora. Glossier products that I recommend is the concealer and the blushes and the brow products. That's what I tried, and I actually love so much. Now look at that. Isn't this pretty? So you can't go wrong with this. Just choose one shade and try it, and let me know what you think. I just love them. Let's move on to highlighter. I only have one. I love the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter as well, but this is by Rare Beauty 2, and this is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch highlighter in the shade Enlighten. You get 2.8 grams, and this is just, I don't know, magical. Look at this. It's so pretty. So let's see. Maybe I use my finger. It's a powder highlighter. This retails for $33, and ooh, then you can go in with a sponge and blend it in. You can use a brush as well, and it's so pretty. I don't know, very intense yet subtle, and even though it's a powder, look at that, it just melted into the skin. Isn't that pretty? So for $33, you can't go wrong with this one. This is Enlighten. I haven't tried the other shades, but they all look pretty. So that's the only highlighter I have that I recommend that has blown my mind. Powder, expensive. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Loose Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade 1 Pastel. This is $74, but it's so good. This is good for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, combo skin. I am loving it. So you can use the actual sponge that it comes with. I've been using it a lot. They say to go like this, right? You get some on there, and then you kind of like dab it onto your palm, and then you press it. It is just so beautiful. Now, I cannot justify the price, $74, but I want the pink one too. I know, I'm talking about how expensive it is, but I also want the pink one. This is so pretty, and it does not dry my face. It sets my face so nicely, but it just, I don't know, smooths your face without drying it, without picking up your foundation or your cream products, and without settling in your fine lines and your smile lines. It's just my favorite powder, and I have dry skin, and I've never used powder before. After discovering this, I use it every day, so I'm loving this, but the price expensive, so it's up to you. Keep that in mind. It's made in Italy, and you get 0.42 ounces, 4 by 3 grams, so love it. Okay, this is a product that I just tested out this week, and I can tell you I was skeptical in the beginning, but let me tell you why. This is the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and this retails for $35, and I think it's out of stock now, but when I bought it, it was in stock, so I picked it up, and I was kind of regretting it. I'm like, do I need it? But yes, I need it. Very similar to the Urban Decay in consistency, and I will show you. It looks like it's white, right? Very oily feeling on the eyelids. So you're supposed to put it all over the eyelid and then use your finger and blend it in. So I was thinking, how will the eyeshadow blend on this? Because of it's kind of oily, but it kind of dries down very hydrating, so it doesn't stay oily. So I checked my makeup at the end of the day, and I had Natasha Denona, and sometimes at the end of the night you get that creasing of the eyeshadow right in your crease. And wearing this one, the eyeshadow looked at the end of the night after like 10 hours the same as when I've applied it in the beginning, and it had not moved, it has not budged, it had not creased into the crease line. And I was so impressed because I've used before different eyeshadow primers. I didn't like them, and I felt like they didn't do anything. Probably they made the eyeshadow blend nicely when you blend it, but by the end of the night, the eyeshadow was all creased in here and it didn't look good. With this, perfect, nothing moved. So far I'm loving this. I have no issues, so I'm recommending this one for sure. If it comes in stock, it's always out of stock, so when it comes in stock, make sure you put your email notifications because it will be sold out. Let's move on to some eyeshadow now. So I am 110% recommending this Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Eyeshadow Sticks. They retail for $42 each. Very expensive, very expensive. But the quality is amazing, amazing. So I have a couple shades here. I do have a video on this. I have taupe right here, just the lighter one, cinnamon, and bark. Okay, so I'm gonna use the taupe one first and gonna put it in the crease so we can use it as a transition. These are so pretty. I've used them even without the eyeshadow primer, and they do last all day long, and they don't budge, they don't move, they blend so fast. This is perfect for any type of look, but if you want a fast look with a little bit of something on your eye, these are perfect. Definitely recommend them. I'll link the video down below on this. So pretty. Aren't they pretty? Okay, let's go in with cinnamon, which is this more darker one, and just add this exactly in the crease only. Use the same brush and just focus it on the crease only, just to darken this area up a bit. It's okay if it comes down on the eyelid. You can bring the rest down. One and done eyeshadow, look at that. And now you can go in with the darker one to intensify the outer corner, which is bark. And just add it in the outer corner here only. So let's use the same brush. So you saw that I don't even have to switch brushes. Let me zoom you in. How rude of me. So again, you don't have to be perfect when you apply it. You can see I just applied it all over the outer lid, and you just can intensify it as much as you want. And you don't have to worry because they don't dry out very fast. They are beautiful to use. So you can use it on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to use this dark one, and I'm going to go with a nice small pencil brush, and you go on to the product and just add a little bit on the bottom lash line here. Look how pretty that looks. I'm obsessed with this. I definitely recommend them. I know they're pricey. So mine are the ones that are all matte, but I know that there's some shimmery ones as well. I don't know how the other ones perform, but these ones are perfect. So hopefully this was helpful to see how fast the eye look turned out with this. Now let's move on to Hourglass. So I have an Hourglass Scatter Light Glitter Eyeshadow. Mine is in the shade Ray, and this retails for $39. And it's this nice shimmery, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of, when you push down on it, it feels like Play-Doh. So, but it is powdery too at the same time. So let's use some on the eye here in the middle, just for, and bring it into the inner corner, I guess, and spread it out. Look at that. So this is $39. This is the only product I have by Hourglass, but it's so pretty. Changes the eye look from daytime to nighttime. Okay, so quickly let's move on to two more. These are by Charlotte Tilbury, and I have the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadows. The two shades that I've been gravitating towards the most are Oyster Pearl and Chocolate Bronze. This retail for $42. So Oyster Pearl is a nice grayish but still light shade, and then Chocolate Brown is a nice chocolate brown shade. So here we have Oyster Pearl, very metallic looking, with a little bit of a hint of brown, but also gray. And then Chocolate Brown, Bronze is this nice, intense, smoky chocolate type of shade. So those are the two shades I recommend. They retail for $42, but they're really worth it. You get so much product in here. Look at that. You get 7 milliliters, which is 0.23 fluid ounces. I love this. So if you want to go with one type of eyeshadows only. If you want to go with a matte palette, I have been loving the Makeup by Mario Master Matte eyeshadow palette, and it's this one right here, which is all matte and all neutral. So if you're a neutral type of person, this palette is perfect for you. You have from the lightest to even the darkest. This retails for $66. These shadows are so easy to use, so easy to blend. They're not super powdery where there's fallout. I find like compared to the Paprika, this is a little bit more of a smoother formula. So keep that in mind. But they're both, Paprika is nice too. But I love this, and I love the size of this. Easy to travel, have a nice mirror here. So definitely recommend this palette if you love matte. And if you want to splurge on a Pat McGrath palette, the one that I recommend the most, which I've been loving the most, is this one, the Subliminal 1 palette. Look at this. This retails for $174. It is, I think, out of stock at Sephora. However, if you love it, I do have a video. I will link it down below so you can see the looks I've created with this. But I love this for everyday type of shades right here. And if you want to add a pop of color or an interesting chrome shade, you can use this two right here. They're just so beautiful. You can see here in the mirror how this looks purple, but it's white, and this purple one looks pink. You can see, I don't know, it's hard to pick up on camera, but I love this. This is such a beautiful, this is my favorite palette by Pat McGrath, and the shades blend so smoothly and nicely. Love it. Expensive. So it's quite expensive. If you're not into eyeshadow, then don't buy this because it's expensive. Make sure you love all the shades in there. I always say that. Now, these are the eyeliners. The eyeliners that I have been loving the most are the Makeup by Mario Master Pro eyeliners. I have the shade purple, not purple, what is this called? Deep Plum. I have a plum shade. I have the nice perfect brown shade. This is always out of stock. And I have the black one. These are my favorite. So today, let's use the brown one in the waterline. Look at that. So they are staying in the waterline forever. They are not disappearing. They are so beautiful. They don't hurt your eyes. If you have sensitive eyes, they work in the waterline. You can put it on the top as well. I'm usually afraid to put anything up there because my eyes. But this is so fast. Look at this. The Bobbi Brown and this are my favorite on eyes. It looks so beautiful. That's all you need. So definitely recommend this one's by Makeup by Mario. If you don't want to go, probably the plum one is my least favorite. I could do without, so keep that in mind. The brown and the black are my favorite, but plum is really nice when you use like a nice burgundy or purple eye look. It will look really nice too. Okay, only setting spray you will ever need. Don't spend your money on any other setting sprays. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, $48, and you get 100 milliliters. Okay, the mist is amazing. The smell is even more amazing. And the formula is the most amazing. So I'm gonna set my face right now. And I will tell you what I've noticed with this spray while this dries on my face. It looks wet right now and glowy. It will dry and it will set your face for the rest of the day. So I apply this. You can apply this underneath makeup or you can apply it at the end. You can even use mascara and spray your face, and mascara stays without smudging and anything like that. So this is a spray that actually does say party all night, stay all day. It does do what it actually claims to do. And I've been testing this out daily, and I can tell you that my makeup is not going anywhere when I use this spray. It's not patchy. If I don't use this spray, my makeup will become patchy if I touch it and scrub it, but with this, it won't. I don't know what is about this. You can actually feel your face tightening with this spray, but it's not an uncomfortable tightening. It's a very nice, healthy feeling of tightening. So $48 is not bad for 100 milliliters. Definitely repurchase. I have not been using any of my other sprays from the drugstore or the Milk one, nothing. This is my favorite setting spray and I recommend it 100%. I'm gonna go off camera, use a mascara, which is like a drugstore mascara real quick, and I'll be right back to tell you what I recommend for lips. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna use a mascara from Sephora, and this is the Clinique High Impact Curling Mascara. I love this mascara, but you know what? I don't think you should go buy a mascara from Sephora. I will put it on to show you. I'll do one eye to show you on camera. And look at that. When I buy a mascara, what I look for is I want it to provide length, volume, and also I want a mascara that I don't need to go in twice with it. I don't like to reapply layers of mascara. I only go with one layer. If one layer does all those things for me, then that's a good mascara for me. And this does it. Look how pretty this is. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a tubing mascara as well, but I don't know. This is in the shade 01 Black. Definitely recommend Clinique mascara if you go with anything from Sephora. There's so many beautiful and more affordable mascaras at the drugstore that I would not go and buy a mascara from Sephora. I think this came in like a gift package and that's how I have it, but it is beautiful. So let me finish the other eye. Enjoy this intermission and I'll be right back. This mascara retails for $30 and it's so beautiful. I just love it. So if you're interested in a mascara from Sephora, definitely the Clinique one, and the one I have is it's called High Impact Mascara. That's the one. For lip liners, I have lovely lip liners from Sephora. But my favorites are from the drugstore. I find that the Sephora ones are expensive because of the brand name, and also they don't do anything different than what the drugstore ones. Favorite from the drugstore are the Essence one, the one that like 8-hour, 12-hour wear. They actually do last on your lips for a very long time. But what I love from Sephora that I kind of have on my lips, I love the Dior, I love the Merit, I love the Lancome lipsticks are really good. But you can find anything from the drugstore, so I don't want to recommend something that I have been not using much. But this I have been using, and these are the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jellies. And this retails for $21. I have two shades. I have Pistachio, this is Pistachio right here, and Almond. And I'm going to put this on the lip. I'm not going to use a lip liner because I'm not recommending anything. I just want a nice glow. I think that this is just such a beautiful lip jelly. Now with lip jellies, this feel more like type of lip gloss with a little bit of shine, but without that streakiness and stickiness. So these two shades are my favorite by Tower 28, and this is what I recommend on a day-to-day basis. Lipstick, you can find all kinds of beautiful lipsticks and lip glosses, but I find that they're a little bit of a waste because they're so expensive. If you want to go with something, I recommend the Dior lip gloss. Again, these are expensive. That's why I don't want to recommend much from Sephora. You can buy from the drugstore, but this is such a beautiful shade and formula and hydrating. What I would love to buy is the new Rare Beauty lip oils that stain your lips. I love to try those, but I can't recommend them because I haven't tried them. But yeah, I say that this lip jellies, I always gravitate towards them. Provide a little bit of color with shine. It doesn't last all day long. That's the downside, but they're beautiful and they are $21, more affordable at Sephora. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed my recommendations. I would love to hear if you are interested in anything I talked about today and whether you're going to pick anything up from Sephora. Make sure you comment down below. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe and like. It would mean so much to me, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.